I'm John Brickley with your latest ESPN headline. The Miami Heat continue to bulk up their roster with the loss of LeBron James. The latest surrounds Udonis Haslem resigning with the team. Sources say it's for the room mid-level exception of 2 years and $5.5 million. Haslem has been with the team for 11 years. For more on this story, let's welcome in ESPN.com's Amin Elhassan. And Amin, let's start with the veteran presence that Haslem has provided for this team. What do you see his expectations to be now in year number 12 with the franchise?
Well, the main thing he brings, John, is continuity. You know, this is a team, obviously, they lost a pretty big part in LeBron James. And to completely overhaul the roster and bring in a lot of new faces takes away the familiarity, takes away the chemistry built within the roster. Obviously, they needed reinforcements, but Udonis Haslem is kind of like the face of the franchise, so to speak, not in terms of his talent, but in terms of what he signifies, his work ethic, and being obviously a native son of Miami. You know, his identity and the identity of the Heat are forever intertwined. He's thought of in the same way as they think of Avery Johnson in San Antonio and John Starks in New York. They weren't great players, but they represented their franchise.
I mean, after losing LeBron James, they have basically picked up a lot of the roster spots in terms of getting Danny Granger, getting Josh McRoberts, restructuring the deal for Dwayne Wade. Now it's reaching about $215 million. Is there anything else that you see in the foreseeable future that Miami can do to add to this roster?
Yeah, I think backcourt help is still a factor. I think the point guard position is good. It's you know, between Napier, Norris Cole, and Mario Chalmers, it's just a recipe for you to keep looking for something better somewhere, anywhere. They're good backups, but none of those guys are really starting caliber point guards in the NBA. And then in the other guard position, I think there still has to be an impetus to reduce Dwayne Wade's workload, to reduce his minutes. You know, you got to get more out of him in less time. And the way you do that is if you can sign someone else, a dynamic scoring guard, someone who can penetrate and create off the dribble, so that you don't have to rely on Dwayne Wade for 30, 35 minutes a night.
Take away for a moment the fact that Pat Riley lost out on the LeBron James sweepstakes. How would you, grade-wise, give a grade to Pat Riley for the job he's done in trying to restructure this type of roster for a Miami team trying to go to their fifth straight NBA Finals?
Well, I might be in a minority here. I'm giving them a B+. I'm very high on what they did in Miami this offseason. Like you said, taking away and losing LeBron James, the best player in the world, obviously that is a gut punch, but I felt they rebounded nicely. Bosh, I feel, is an underrated player. Is he worth $118 million? Maybe not, but he's not that far off of it. And then getting Wade to take a lower number, getting Haslem to opt out to take a lower number. I mean, that doesn't happen in every city. And Pat Riley convinced those guys to do that. McRoberts, I think, is going to be a tremendous talent. You know, a kind of poor man's Boris Diaw, if you will. And they've got some flexibility. If you look at Luol Deng, how could I forget him? You know, he's 2 years removed from being an all-star. But the main thing is they have some flexibility. Looking not till 2015, but 2016, when guess who's going to be a free agent, John? He plays in Oklahoma City. He's probably going to be the best player in the world by 2016. His name's Kevin Durant.
Many in Miami, I mean, will certainly wonder if Kevin Durant will be in a Heat uniform in the future. ESPN.com's Amin Elhassan with the very latest on Udonis Haslem, according to sources, re-signing with the Heat for the room mid-level exception of 2 years and $5.5 million. I'm John Brickley with your latest ESPN headline.